Hi guys, how are you all? Welcome back. I told you I was going to be back. So today you might notice that we have an addition.
Hello.
This is my best friend Emma, and we have been best friends for almost 20 years. You just couldn't, could you?
That's how old we are.
That's how old we are. So today we thought to do something a bit different, that we might give you our top 5 mission songs. Now, we just want to do this for a bit of a giggle. We're not saying you should listen to the mission,
but surely
although
people
you should
should
definitely listen to the mission. But it's just a bit of a giggle. It's just a laugh, Not very many people talk about the mission, do they? They talk about the sisters.
We talk about the mission all the time, though, don't
We talk about the mission all the time. We've seen them together quite a lot over the years, haven't we? Mm-hmm. We've been to a lot of gigs. Once we saw them like 4 times in 7 days, which up and down the country. It was, that was quite a time. But yeah, so we thought we would do that, and let's go. So my first choice was Severina, and that's off the God's Own Medicine album. I made notes so I can try not to ramble, because that's me. You know what I'm like, I'm a rambler, aren't I? No, surely not. I love Severina because it's like a warm hug. It says everything. It's like got the romance. It's got a fairy tale land. It's got a princess. Love is the law. I got that tattooed on my leg. Love is the law. It's one of the lyrics out of that song. So that's my first choice. What's your first choice?
My first choice is called Wake.
Wake.
And it's one of the really early ones off the First Chapter album.
It's a great album.
It is a good album. It's kind of like a bit of a compilation type album, but it's really good. It's quite slow. But I think with many mission we talk about this all the time, don't we? But the mission particularly are such an amazing live band. They're just... the energy really comes alive when you go to see them live. And Wake is one of those that the whole crowd just like...
goes mad.
Yeah. And I love how it kind of builds. It's quite slow, but it
just builds up into this big thing.
Yeah.
I love it when you see the mission live, because it's like being in a family.
Yes,
even though you don't know all the people that are around you, but you do get to know a lot of people because you see them at the gigs all the time. So you get to know faces and stuff. But it's like being in a family. It's like that community. That's the feeling when you go to see the mission live, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's because a lot of people have been fans for
a long time.
A really long time. But then one of the awesome things about it as well, when you go to see them live, I've taken people to see the mission live who have never really heard of them, and it's, goth isn't really their kind of music, but the live energy just really wins them over. Yeah.
My second choice, I think that you might like this one, Emma, is Into the Blue.
That's on my list as well.
Oh, okay. This is off the album Carved in Sand, and me and Emma really like this song because the lyrics are amazing.
Amazingly bad.
But they're amazing. At one point he's talking about a shuffling man with plastic on his head, a singing dwarf on the streets of New York, a preacher woman crying in the traffic. She's crying for the living, crying for the dead.
The waste of it all. I love that. And do you know what I love about that one is whenever we go and see them live, and I think the last time we went to see them was February 29th, wasn't it, in Birmingham,
just before lockdown.
Yeah, just before lockdown. And there's that bit when he sings the waste of it all, and we always look at each other, we're just like, the waste of it all.
So you got that one too. I'm not surprised, to be fair, because that's one of the songs that we always go on about.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your next one then?
My next one, I was going to say something else actually about Into the Blue, because one of the things that it really reminds me of is back in, and some people that are watching this might remember LiveJournal, and other people might not.
LiveJournal was a thing before MySpace, and then MySpace was taken over by Facebook and all that. So it was like social media before social media was a thing.
And I used to have this little icon that a friend of mine made. I can't remember who it was. And my name on LiveJournal was Drusilla.
Yeah.
How goth. And it was like a little dancing Drew, and she got I had very short black spiky hair, and she was dancing like this, and underneath it said dancing through the poppy fields, which is like
through
a
the
lyric
poppy fields,
from Into the Blue, and that just reminds me of some of the fun times on Live Journal.
Yeah. We used to live together back in the very olden days, about 15 years ago, and we would sit on separate computers in the same room talking to each other on Live Journal.
Because we're sad.
Because we're weird. We'd have these like big whole conversations with each other on Live Journal, on sitting next to each other on separate computers in the same room. So odd. Your next choice, my lovely.
My next choice is it's kind of a sad song. There's like the Mish do like quite a wide variety of songs, I think, and the song is called Bird of Passage.
Yeah.
And it was actually the B-side to Into the Blue.
Okay.
And people can get hold of it on Spotify. It's on. They did a compilation album called The Singles, A's and B's.
Yeah.
So it's on there, and it's just the thing with this song. I think it's one of the songs that got me into the mission. So I was quite a late arrival to the mission. I was a huge Sisters of Mercy fan back in my teenage days, and obviously Wayne and Craig used to be in the Sisters. So I hated the mission as soon as they kind of formed, and wouldn't listen to them, which is why I find Severina sometimes quite difficult to listen to, although I do love it. But a friend of mine really loved the mission, and he got me into them. And Bird of Passage, he always said he wanted that playing at his funeral, because it can really, the lyrics can be kind of the end of a relationship, or missing somebody, or even if somebody has kind of passed away. And it's played on... it's got piano in it, which is like really cool, and it's got a really cool female vocal in it.
Yeah.
And I think one of my really happy memories was almost a year ago. I think it was just over a year ago. We went to see Wayne doing a solo show. At the
in
Mars
August
Bar.
last. Yeah.
And Mars Bar in Worcester. And when he came on to do the encore, it was just so perfect, because he played Severina and Bird of Passage.
So it's like both of our favourite songs.
Yeah, it's a really sad song, but I love it.
My next choice is Naked and Savage, which is from the first chapter. I really like the vibe of this song. It's like really sort of grimy and sort of like...
It feels quite tribal, doesn't it?
Yeah,
with
very tribal, sort of like, very... Just gives me this grimy vibe that I really like, and I love hearing it in the club. It's just going to get me dancing. But when you see it live, it's really amazing. And Emma and me, we got a set list, didn't we?
We always used to get the set list,
we always used to get a set list. Like when we used to go and see them. I mean, we haven't got a set list for a few years though, have we?
No.
But like when we lived together and we used to go and see them, we always used to get a set list. And on this set list, it's got Naked and Savage written crossed through, and it says Naked and Sausage. And it just sat on our fridge for ages, and it just made me laugh every time I think about it. Your next one?
Good choice. My next choice, I don't know if this is on your list as well, Deliverance.
No, Deliverance not on my list. It was so hard trying to whittle this down to 5.
So hard. And like I was saying to Angel earlier that I was listening to some mission on the way over here, and I changed my mind so much, because I just love all of their songs. But the thing, Deliverance is on the Carved in Sand album. And what I would say to everybody, actually, if you feel like listening to some mission songs after we've been talking, go and listen to some of the albums, but please listen to some of the live albums. There's a really good live album called Forevermore, which they did like 4 nights at Shepherd's Bush in London back in 2008.
Yeah.
And they did like all of their first 4 albums in entirety each night. It's a brilliant album. And the live version of that, the thing that I love about Deliverance, they usually play it before they go off for the first time. And right at the end of the song, the lyrics are give me deliverance, brother, sister. And the crowd just
go mad. They're like that.
Yeah.
Brother, sister. Everybody's just going mad like this. And like even after they've been off stage for like 2 minutes or something, everybody's still going, brother, sister. It's just mad.
It is really, and it's really cool because like the drummer tends to stay on stage. It's just the drum beat, and then he stops, and the crowd just
keep going,
on.
keep going.
Yeah, and on the Forevermore album, because I was at those gigs, and they have a really special place in my heart, and it just, the energy from that just, and it's, the lyrics are very pagan as well. He talks about Avalon and Beltane and all this
that,
and the Fairy Queen, and I just utterly love that song.
That's the thing as well. I mean, there's quite a few live albums on Spotify, so if you wanted to listen to them live, because like I say, it gives you that real sort of atmosphere of what's going on there, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
My next one is another one from First Chapter, and it is Serpent's Kiss. And that just really, when you hear it in the club, and it's just like, it comes on, you're just like, yeah, I got to dance to that. That's what I've got to dance to. I can't put my drink down quick enough to get onto the stage. You know, when you're just like that.
I think that one sounds quite like, I mean, I think that was one of the first ones that they did, wasn't it? And that sounds very Sisters of Mercy, that song, you know.
Well, you know, they are kind of in a sort of informal relationship.
Angel doesn't like to talk about this because she's not a huge fan of the sisters.
But there's just... I got nothing. What's your next one, mate?
My next one was my number one out of the ones that I kind of chose. It's a song called The Crystal Ocean.
The Crystal Ocean.
Yeah, and that's off the First Chapter. And it's just... Oh, I don't even know how to describe this song. It's just like so amazing and wonderful. The drum beat is like really, really cool. When you see it live, the crowd are just go utterly crazy for this song.
That's the thing. Like it's like you get like on this surge. It's not, you don't feel unsafe. Like if you are one of these people that don't like to go to gigs because you feel like it's dangerous or whatever, to completely understand that. But you, like, I'm a person with anxiety, mad anxiety in it, and I have never felt safer than I've been in a Mission mosh pit.
Totes.
Do you know what I mean? And I've been elbowed in the face in a damned mosh pit. Do you know what I mean? And had a bloody nose and stuff. But like, I always feel really safe in a Mission mosh pit, don't I?
I really love Crystal Ocean, and I've even got, I don't know if people can see actually.
Just hold it a little bit closer.
There we go. I have got this, it's a fridge magnet. I'm a bit sad, I really like fridge magnets. But this has got some Crystal Ocean lyrics on, and this sits on the metal bedstead above my head each night, just to remind me.
Blessing your sleep.
Yeah, that's because I can't keep Wayne Hussey's cigarette by my bed. Wayne Hussey gave me a cigarette once, and I was just, I've still got the cigarette butt, like, what, 15?
In like a little ring box. It's like a cigarette butt in a ring box.
Yeah.
And it's got to be 15 years since that happened.
Oh, God, easily. And, yeah, that was because, can you remember, we bought him a bottle of wine.
Of Blue Nun.
He's a bit well known for drinking really bad wine.
Yeah.
And always being drunk on stage.
Yeah.
And yeah,
so we bought him a bottle of wine, and then he smoked a cigarette with us.
Yeah.
My
God. Yeah. So yeah, Crystal Ocean. That's like my top one for today.
For today, that's the thing, isn't it? These things change. My last one on the list, apart not including the bonuses, of course, is Evangeline, which is off the album Aura. Now this came out and we went on that tour so many times. This is why I love that album, because me and you was living together at the time, and the tour came out. We both booked the same weeks off work, so we went to see them like 4 times in 7 days, and then later in the year we did it again, and it was just like such a, I mean, like, a lot of people don't really hold much kudos I love
that album,
but like, I really love that album, and it's like, yeah, the memories of that tour, we had some crazy times.
Yeah, totally.
We just got in the car and was like up and down the country, staying in B&Bs, and you know, there was one place where we had to share a toilet with these other people across the landing, and I was like, I don't want to share a toilet with anybody. I'd rather pee in a bottle than share a toilet with another person.
It's a good album, a really good album.
What's your bonus?
My bonus, oh gosh, you see, I've got 2 on the list, but one of them is Evangeline.
Okay.
And the other, so I'll talk about the other one. So Lay Your Hands on Me.
Lay Your Hands on Me. That's off Aura as well.
It is off Aura, and I had to put one on for from Aura, basically for exactly what you just said, because I think all of the Mission songs, to me, they've been with me through really good times in life, really sad times in life. But I cannot listen to the Mission without thinking about our friendship.
Yeah.
And the Aura album particularly. So Lay Your Hands on Me is just really good, and it's quite kind of, it's quite kind of dirty and grimy. And I
grimy.
love that.
And like when everybody's going, lay your hands and you're just like, you're moving like this down and moving back again.
And I like the lyrics. Wayne did some good lyrics, I think, from that song, actually.
Yeah,
no
definitely.
recycled lyrics on that one, I don't think.
No recycled lyrics, no. My bonus is...
Oh, I know what's coming.
So my bonus is a song called Serpents. Now this wasn't released on a studio album. It was put on the end of a compilation album called Sum and Substance, which is from '94.
Awesome album.
It's a great album. It's just a compilation. But this song, it's not a serious song. It's like literally, it's like for jokes. Do you know what I mean? It's not a serious. This is a serious business. It's just a joke song, and I never play it live. Never play it live.
I think I might have seen them play it live once, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think I've seen them play it live, but it always reminds me of being really, really drunk and sitting like, you know, slumped over, listening to this, like really drunk, talking to Emma about how we think that song's about Andrew Eldritch, which it probably isn't. I mean, it might be, but I don't know. I've never asked Wayne about that.
I don't want to be a sourpuss.
No, I just love it. It just makes me laugh because it's not a serious business song. You know, like there's a lot of serious business songs. It's not serious.
It's not serious at all. And that's what I like about The Mission, because there's some songs like that, aren't they? They're like Mr. Pleasant.
Yeah.
Which, like, you know, some of the old crowd always ask for at concerts, just to wind Wayne up.
Just to wind him up, because they know he won't play it.
I have seen them do that. They did that at the Shepherd's Bush once, and the crowd were just going crazy. It was hilarious. So, yeah, they do, like, funny songs and sad songs and really happy songs.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a couple of albums that we have not chosen songs off, but I don't want you to think that we have not chose songs off them because they're not very good albums. God is a Bullet from 2007 and Another Fall from Grace from 2016. Both really good albums, but we had to just do 5 because otherwise we'd have been here for half an hour and, you know, you ain't got time to sit here and watch us prittle on for half an hour.
I know, but we could talk for hours.
But we could talk, like, we could just literally sit here and talk for hours about this. We're just like, okay, like, you know, ice cream van. How rude. Ice cream van in September.
Yeah.
So that's our top shenanigans for Mission songs that we love, because we love the Mission.
Yeah, go and listen to them because they're just awesome.
We thought we might do some more music-related videos together. You
don't want me singing.
No.
You're good, but I'm terrible.
Just like, you know, cracks glass. Anyway, we're going to go and drink some tea and we shall maybe see you soon. Leave us a comment if you'd like to see us again talking about music that we like. And give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Give us a thumbs up if you love The Mission too. If you do like The Mission, tell us what your favourite song is in the comments. We'd like to know what your favourite songs are too, because we can add that to our list.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. And we shall see you very soon.